Saudi calls for de-escalation of Red Sea volatility, and Aramco expands its VC program with a $4 billion fund injection. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. At the World Economic Forum today, Saudi reinforced its call for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and an end to the spiraling volatility in the Red Sea. Officials said freedom of navigation in the Red Sea is something that impacts all of us. Also at WEF, Saudi officials said they've revamped 200 laws to make the business environment attractive. They emphasized that the GCC is attracting FDI at more than twice the global average rate. And they said governments shouldn't ruin investment opportunities by applying blanket regulatory frameworks to banks and non-regulated financial institutions. Aramco has allocated an additional $4 billion to its global venture capital arm, Aramco Ventures, bringing its total investment allocation to $7 billion. Aramco says its VC program is enabling the development of disruptive new technologies, creating diversification opportunities, and enabling collaboration with innovative startups. GSK has raised $1.24 billion from a discounted sale of a stake in its spun-off consumer healthcare business, Haleon. GSK cut its shareholding in the world's largest standalone consumer healthcare company to 4.2%. Initially, GSK retained a 12.9% stake in the business, but has now held 3 share sales. British inflation unexpectedly rose in December, dashing expectations of a slowdown and of an early interest rate cut. The consumer price index accelerated slightly to 4% last month as rising alcohol and tobacco prices sparked the first increase since February. It's double the Bank of England's 2% target. Meanwhile, the European Central Bank could start cutting interest rates this summer, but officials say it depends on economic data. The ECB began hiking borrowing costs in July 2022. Easing inflation and a darkening economic picture since then led the ECB to freeze borrowing costs at its last 2 meetings. In today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking, our biggest loser is Francois Betancourt-Meyer. She's down $5 billion today, now with net wealth of $93.9 billion. Our second biggest loser today is Bernard Arnault, down $4.5 billion with net wealth of $177.9 billion. And our third place loser is Zhong Shanshan. He's down $4 billion, still with net wealth though of $58.1 billion. China's industry ministry has issued draft guidelines for standardizing the AI industry. The draft proposes to form more than 50 national and industry-wide standards for AI by 2026. The ministry says China aims to participate in forming more than 20 international standards for AI by that time. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.